So I look at the rabbit and I tell him, silly rabbit, you're a rabbit, not a mantid. And that's why I only care about mantid in the Dread Wastes. Oh wait, that's not how things start, is it? Gather round, everyone, and heed again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday, and happy after a few weeks. I went on vacation, in case you guys didn't know that. There was already a video that was put up on the channel, but we are back, and we're ready to continue on in the channel of Drakfu. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. And obviously, thank you so much to all of the people who reached out during my vacation and sent me well wishes and told me that the vacation was cool and all that stuff. So I appreciate all of you guys, but let's go ahead and get things straight to it. So, it's been a couple of weeks, and we were doing our questing in the Dread Wastes. Now, since then, I've actually been able to get a couple of dailies done and be able to work on the Klaxi rep bar. However, the problem is right now that the dailies will give XP, and I could technically level off of them, and I'm kind of trying to avoid that. So here's what we're going to do from here on. We're going to get all of the remaining Paragons done, but unfortunately the last quest does not unlock until you hit Exalted. And that's obviously if we can't do it with the rep quests that we're already getting, because we're getting like 500, 1,000 for the Paragons per quest. So at that point, if we can't get that done with that, I might just take a couple of days or a couple, days break from the Tale of Drakfu and work on those dailies reluctantly, because I don't want to get the experience if I don't need to. We'll reluctantly work on them, and then we'll get Exalted, and we'll finish things off in Pandaria with the final quest line in the Dread Wastes. But before we do that, we already do have a couple of Paragon quests to go grab, so let's go talk to Kilrook. And first of all, he has Beneath the Heart of Fear. Now, I'm going to try and do the Mantid voice again, but it's been a while. So, Beneath the Heart of Fear.
The Klaxi have dedicated the existence of another Paragon, or detected the existence of another Paragon Wakener. This one was kept well hidden from us, and for good reason. The Empress already has possession of this one, and her adjuncts work to destroy it even now. They are performing their sorcery in a chamber deep beneath the palace, and they must be stopped. We hold Klaxivas. You must go in our stead. Find the entrance to their chamber from the ledge to the west.
Okay, then we also have a not-so-friendly request.
Scouts have reported a non-mented presence near Corvus. Their intrusion and their theft of amber would normally be dealt with swiftly, but our forces are needed elsewhere. This task seems suited to you, Wakener. You will convince them to leave this land, or you will destroy them in the name of the Klaxiva.
Alright, so we need to do that, and actually that's going to be in the other kind of bonus area that you can get for the Dread Waste that isn't totally based around the Mantid. But we also have one from Korik, so let's go ahead and talk to him. So, dropping our signal.
The beacon in Amberglow Hollow seems to have been tampered with. Right before the signal cut out, the Klaxiva picked up a signal for another Paragon nearby. They believe he is hidden in that wretched little swamp, Duskroot Fen. I will meet you in the fen to set up a temporary beacon until I can get Amberglow operational again. You will take the Paragon, and then you will help me. Or you will wake the Paragon, and you will help me. Okay, so we have a couple. One of them is Hisek the Swarm Keeper. Let's see, which one's closer? That's Beneath the Heart of Fear. This is Hisek. Let's go ahead and get Hisek done. And thankfully, we can just fly there. So yeah, it's been a while, everybody. Happy Monday. For those who didn't actually watch the video that I did put up, yes, I went and took a 2.5 week medical vacation. I'm going to call it that because it was kind of forced by both my doctor and my wife. Just because of recent stress results that I had gotten, and it was very much imposed upon me that if I don't want to have additional problems, that I take that extra time and go take a vacation. So I did, and I know some people were a little disappointed in that, but just because they didn't get their content. But thankfully, most of you were very understanding, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so here is Hisek. Just got to use the tuning fork, and he'll wake up. Oh, there we go. So
while he's working on that. Okay, so here's Hisek, and he's already barfing his guts out.
Oh, sweet Amber, I have to leave it. It seems my work will begin immediately. You have come to a dangerous place, Wakener.
There you go, the water did it. Okay. So here's Hisek, the Swarmkeeper, and I think we have 6 left? Let me double check that before we take the quest, because I know I'm still following it. Let's see, quests, Pandaria. Oh, where was it in the list? I think we were down to our last 4 of the Paragons. Ember's the color of my energy. Yeah, we were down to the last 4. So this is one of them. Hisek the Swarmkeeper. Let's go ahead and take his quest. Corruption runs deep.
Today you learn that no one can be trusted in times of war, Wakener. Even those closest to the Galaxy are susceptible to corruption. Who knows how long this traitor has been corrupted? He must be destroyed. You appear confused. Do you not see the traitor in our midst? Allow me to adjust your vision.
Okay, so
this may disorient you momentarily, Wakener. It is always difficult the first time your eyes truly see. Now you will see traitors hide within our ranks. I see the Paragon has awakened.
Ah, as you can see, he is corrupted. And he has not told anybody. Well, he's not going to tell anybody.
Korik, how long have you worked for the Empress? The Paragon does not speak truth, Wakener. His mind did not survive encasement. He cannot allow to live in this madness. The Galaxy will want him put down. The only madness here is your own, Korik. Do you really think you would go unnoticed forever? You will not deceive us. We will see you for who you truly are. You and the Galaxy are fools. Your arrogance will be your end. Empress Shexia will destroy you. Know your plans. Your treachery will be punished.
Empress Shexir knows your plans. So, not only have we discovered a traitor among us, but he has been reporting to the Empress, so that's not good.
You will see more of this. War is never pretty. The Empress's corruption is far-reaching and hard to detect. There's much work to be done. We need to start repairing the damage Korik did.
Okay, so now we have 2 additional quests.
You must keep your mind strong to withstand the ever-present whispers from the Empress. Weaker minds will fall to her without even noticing.
So damage control.
Korik has been sending signals to the Empress for weeks. Everything the Galaxy has done, the Empress knows about. That stops now. Kaipariik will be the first to receive news of Korik's demise. It would benefit us to make sure that message does not make it to the Empress. Destroy the whispers and beacon there, and the beacon there will buy us enough time to come up with a plan before the Empress can act.
Oh, and this guy's acting up on me, so let's quickly take care of him. Cool part, too, is that I can also get these Dread Amber Shards. So, extracting answers.
Kaipariik is just one of many locations that houses some of the Empress Shexia's offspring. In their juvenile state, the young are reckless and difficult to control. They are also deadly. Swarmborn are hatched with a highly toxic venom that diminishes in potency with age. The venom can incapacitate even the strongest and most skilled fighter if it hits flesh. I would like you to bring me some of this venom.
Okay. So we now need to go to Kaipariik and not only take care of the Whispers and the Beacon, but also get some venom-coated mandibles to get some poison for it, but also make sure that they don't report back to the Empress that Korik is dead, and therefore her spy is gone. So I'm trying to remember, I think the entrance... Nope, these are the guys. So... yeah, you can technically do this here. It's all coated and all that fun stuff, but this is also how you get the venom-coated mandibles. So let's go ahead and get this stuff going with a quick questing break of the day. Go! Okay, so here is the beacon that we need to deactivate. So let's go ahead and take care of that. We've already gotten all of the mandibles. One other thing that I want to bring up to people is
You might notice that the audio has changed a little bit. If you've been following Drak and Shadow, then you kind of know why. We just barely moved over to a whole new audio interface, and so in order to do that, I had to change my audio setup a little bit, so I would very much like you guys' feedback on whether or not it sounds better, worse, so that I can figure out if I actually do need to use the new soundboard for this recording as well. Right now, I'm just using the Blue Yeti mic that I have and just hooking it in via USB. But if I get better audio out of that, then I'll definitely dig that thing out. So please let me know in the comment section if it's better or worse. Many changes are happening to both my channel as well as to Drak and Shadow. So let's go ahead and take care of the beacon and head back to Hisek, the Swarm Keeper, which is right over at Klaxivas. And this will be yet another Paragon that we can get. And the other thing, too, that I want to warn people in advance is that there will probably... I know that I just barely did a video where there was going to be schedule changes. Because of the recent circumstances, there will probably be a few more. I'm trying to keep them to a minimum, and I worked very much with my doctor as well as my wife and trying to figure all this stuff out, so I'm going to try and make it as painless as I possibly can, but there are going to be changes coming to the channel, especially with the consistency of the videos and things like that. I'll probably do a video a little bit later explaining all of the details for it, but okay, so we are back at Klaxivas, so just be prepared for that. Hisek, so damage control. Oh, wait, he actually did say something.
Those who seek power through force will often find themselves alone in it.
So damage control.
Information is power, Awakener. Those with the most information always have the most power.
Yes, I agree.
Excellent work. This should allow the time to prepare the damage Korik has caused. You may just have shifted the tide of war in our favor.
Okay. And extracting answers.
Swarmborn venom will not only give us an additional weapon, it will also help us figure out what stage the swarm is in.
Yay!
This venom is in its advanced stages, but doesn't seem to be losing its potency. This is very curious. The Klaxi will want to know immediately. Thank you, Awakener.
So we can get an upgrade, but it's not the best. It's only a couple points up. And there you go. Now we can actually get him as a daily giver. And I don't know if he's... Does he swap out? So we have Kilrook, and then our second one is from Corvin the Prime, which was upon taking a death blow, you were encased in a block of amber, so that's a tanky one. Which one do I lose if I take his... It is Hisek that swaps over with Corvin. So you can see targets of high priority that will grant useful buffs upon being eliminated. Okay. Well, we'll go with it for a little bit. I think it's a beneficial buff, but I like the Corvin one a little bit better. Seeds of Fear. Do I have enough to turn it in? No, I do not. Where am I at? I only have one. So every 5 Dread Amber Shards I get, I can turn them in for rep. And that actually puts us up to speed with the Paragons, I think. Oh, no, never mind, because we have Beneath the Heart of Fear. So let's go ahead and do the Beneath the Heart of Fear, and then as soon as we get that done, if we still have some spare time on this video, we will go and take care of the Like a Deck Boss area at Soggy's Gambit. Or at Soggy's Gamble. And maybe we'll also open up the other area, because I think there was another one. Yeah, we needed to go to the Brew Garden in the Dread Wastes to do stuff for the Klaxi as well. So we'll just do that in the process also. But I want to make sure that we also get the side quest done, because I want everything... If I have to go and do the daily grind for the final quest, I want everything done. And, you know, like, that's the only justification that we can make this work. Kind of thing. So here we go, Beneath the Heart of Fear. We need to take care of all the adjuncts, and we need to free Zeril the Poison Mind, or Zeril the Poison Mind. So here we go. Into the Amber Womb we go. And as you guys can see, I've actually gotten a few more mounts since I had last time. So this one's kind of an interesting one. You have to take care of these adjuncts, and then eventually you will free Zeril. But back in the day, there was actually a lot of damage that would happen in this area if you weren't careful, because these beams would cause damage, and they also kind of created a little bit of a wall. There will be another one later that does, I believe, a similar one, which is a lot more damage-oriented. But here we go. So we've taken care of Ekvem. Now we're going to take care of Ikis, a hand of Shexir. As you can see, he does a lot of damage. Well, not to me anymore, but like if you were leveling in this and not properly geared, this would probably kick your butt. So here is Saruz. And here we go. And finally we need Zixi? I think that's how you say it. These are weird names. And even you guys have acknowledged it. Yeah, these are weird butt names for characters, but they're manted, so I think I can get away with it. Here we go. Okay, so we've taken care of all of the adjuncts. Now we need to free Zeril, the poison mine. And I think this will have a little event that starts up. So let's go ahead and do it. Break the amber, and there is Zeril.
You came not a moment too soon, Wickener. The adjuncts would have destroyed me as I slept. Even in my dreams, I could hear their dark thoughts. Her dark thoughts. The Empress fears her own undoing, yet fears itself is her undoing. She has gone beyond the edge of madness. Wait, the Klaxi speak to me. Yes, Council, I have heard the Empress's intentions. Her reign must end. Tell me no more, Council. I will see my old home with my own eyes. I would gaze upon the ruin that Shexir has outside. There is much punishment to deliver for the Empire's crimes. We have no time to waste, Weakener. Meet me outside.
Okay. Let's do this. So you step out, and he is already out here, or at least when he phases properly, he'll be out here. Kind of beat him out here. So here's Zeril. You have done your, should we go for the Golem voice since he already kind of has it?
You have done your duty well, Weakener.
Okay, so he has 3.
Won't you try a taste of poison, Weakener? Not even just a drop?
So, venomous intent. Poison.
If we are to strike against the Empress, we must arm ourselves with weapons. My own choice of weapon is a particularly toxic design. The scorpions wandering the ledge produce a deadly venom that they store in their tails. Bring me their stingers, and I will show you how I earned the title of Paragon.
Okay. Oh, and he actually does say something new.
I am no longer a manted. I am something more.
So, dark wings, dark things.
I require another ingredient to create my first poison, Weakener. This ingredient you can easily find at the scarabs nearby. Kill them and bring me their wings.
Okay, 150 scarab wings.
Before I was cast in Ember, I made a great gamble. I realized the Ember could perform a miracle that I would never achieve, not even with 1,000 years of careful experimentation. Before I became a Paragon, I injected myself with 12 lethal poisons. The life-giving properties of Amber protected me as I guessed, and time did the rest.
Yeah, this voice hurts.
And now I can handle any poison I desire without fear.
So a shade of dread.
The last ingredient is perhaps the deadliest. The dreadshade flower grows all along these hills. It is by eating these poisonous plants that the local wildlife have become so venomous. A single drop of dreadshade nectar can stop Kung Chong's heart. Go and bring me some of these flowers. Do not be tempted to taste them.
Okay, so we need to get some scorpion stingers, some scarab wings, and some dreadshade. So with that, let's go ahead and get a quick resting break going. Go! Okay, so we got all of the stingers, the dreadshade, and the wings. Let's go ahead and turn these into Zeril. And, well, do we turn it in here? Yeah, we do turn it in here. So let's go ahead and turn this into Zeril and hope that my voice does not break because of the weird stuff I have to do. The Venomous Intent.
Did you see the venom tail sting? Such lovely pain. Well done, Wakener. I hope you handled these stingers carefully. The natural poison from these scorpions is deadly, but slow.
Jeez, it's really hard to do. Okay, so dark wings, dark things.
Scarab wings can be crushed to produce a very fine, white, deadly powder. Yes, excellent, Wakener. These are perfect. Have you ever considered learning the poisoner's craft?
No, not really. I punch things, they fall down, they die. I haven't needed it.
Sometimes the most beautiful things are also the most dangerous. Many would not know the value of what you hold. You have done well, Wakener.
Okay, the Poison Mine. Oh, jeez. It really does hurt my voice to do that.
Before we return to Klaxivas, I wish to look upon the Empire. The Klaxi Council told me that the enemy gathers outside the Empress's palace. My poisons are ready. What better way to announce my return than with death and destruction? Just be careful not to mix the two serums. At least, not while you're holding the vessels. Speak to me when you are ready to fly.
Okay, so this is kind of a test, or a test flight of his dailies, which most of the time involve you flying. So let's go ahead. I am ready to fly, Zeril. So you have a paralyzing serum, and then you also have a venom bomb. And I believe the big ones you want to use on like Kunchan and stuff like that, but I'll show you in a second.
How many years have passed since I first entered the slumber? This Vess, the palace, my empress, all have changed. Is this white blight the work of the Shah? I see now that the disease spreads across our civilization. The infected must be purged.
Please stop talking.
I sense that my slumber was brief. I recognize Meljarak, Lord of the Skies, once my brother, now no longer.
There's Meljarak. Which I believe is... No, he's not the Windlord that you face in Heart of Fear. So that's all you gotta do. You just gotta paralyze him, and then... boom. Now you gotta make sure to also catch the Kunchang, because they are few and far between. And you only need 3 of them, so it's not too hard to get it done. There we go. And here's another Kunchang, so I'm going to single him out. Let's just go ahead and grab as many as I possibly can. And so this is actually one of the more active dailies that you would get with Zeril the Poison Mind. And so it's in my opinion, it's a bombing run, so therefore it's easy rep. It really is. As you can see, I am not having any trouble taking these guys down. And they actually flew me all the way back to... So this is the entrance to the Vale from the Dread Wastes. So now that we have that... He was talking in the meantime, but nothing... Like, I'm looking through it, and nothing important. He's just basically explaining to you, mix these poisons, use the Paralytic Serum, use the Venom Bomb, and then you'll win. So I promise you're not missing anything, but man, doing that voice, that just doesn't work. I'll have to go with the default Mantid voice for him in the future, if I get any other quests from him, but I don't think I will. So here we are at Klaxivas. He's going to go ahead and drop us off. And yay! Come on, Zeril. I know it takes a while. I know you want to fly in all gracefully. Doesn't really work that way. There you go. So here is Zeril the Poison Mind. Now he will give you dailies.
Thank you for returning me home, Wakener, but I fear the war has just truly begun.
Wow, I caught myself on that one. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Wow, okay. We're not going to be doing that for a while. There we go. Zero the Poison Mind. And somebody's is gonna be all smart with me and just like, oh, great, now we're going to need another vacation. No. We're back for a while yet. I think the next time that I actually have a vacation plan would probably be for the holidays, but obviously I'll keep you guys in the loop for that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I need to have a little bit of a coughing fit to get that out of my system. Holy crap. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on, and the next one's going to take us to the Brew Garden. So instead, I'm just going to fly over to Soggy's Gamble. We'll get that done really quick, because now we have half of the remaining Paragons left, and already we're doing really well as far as rep. So, what I'm hoping is if we're lucky, I don't think Soggy's Gamble will give us anything, but maybe the ones over at the Brew Garden will, and we'll be able to get the rep there and finish it up. Because all you have to do is get Exulted, and then the final quest will unlock, and you can see the last little bit of revelation that happens within the Dread Wastes. That kind of sets things up in the end game for Mists of Pandaria. So, thankfully, though, this was the last time they ever did anything like that. Like, yeah, this was more of an experiment. In Mists of Pandaria, they tried to make the end game like a full-on zone was end game, kind of like Ice Crown was in Wrath of the Lich King, but I kind of liked how they did it in Cataclysm, where there was a rep, but there also was a full-on fleshed-out story that you could get access to, and it wasn't blocked off by Exalted status with that faction. And thankfully, things go back to the way that was in the next expansion, Warlords of Draenor. You do get access to the full endgame zone storyline, and you don't have to worry about the rep there. But rep was also a little more unique in Warlords of Draenor. Rep wasn't really a grind, if I remember correctly, in Warlords. There were a few factions that you wanted to grind, but it wasn't necessarily essential that you do so. Okay, so now we are in this designated area. We need to summon up Dog. And Dog actually will give us an additional quest, so dog food. Dog whines as best as a lion seal can, feebly lifting one flipper towards his massive jaws. He's hungry. The shelf of Mazu is covered in rock shell makrura, and that should make a fine meal for him. Okay, so we just gotta do this. Once you do that, he starts munching. So there you go. Dog has been fed. But let's go ahead and get the quests done here really quick with a questing break. Go! Okay, so we've gotten all of the quests done in this immediate area, so let's go ahead and turn this in with Dog first. Dog licks his chops happily, looking satisfied. Cool. So at that point, let's go ahead and head back up to the surface to turn in the remaining... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. We forgot one, but thankfully it's nearby. So we need to get the sealed charter tube for the Misthopper, which is this wrecked ship right here. Because remember, it's Soggy's old boat. So there we are. There's the charter. Okay, so now let's get to the surface. Thankfully, we have a buff, so that sea turtle isn't really needed. And now I have even more respect for the people who did the Mantid voices, man. It's a hard voice to do, and it's probably heavily modified via audition and all that, so... Yeah, it's not an easy thing. It still hurts my throat even now, so I might have to just go with that default Mantid voice that I do. So, okay, now that we're back at Soggy's Gamble, let's go ahead and turn in these quests. And I think we'll get one more, and we'll get the achievement like a deck boss. So, let's see. On the crab. Nice work out there. All right, then Shark Week. Having actually seen someone eaten by a thresher, I'm not sure why you'd willingly string their teeth around your neck, but whatever. Those are perfect. Just put them down over there. I'd rather not touch them myself. It creeps me out. There we go. And then we also have one with, I think it's Soggy himself in here? Yeah, Captain Soggy. So, old age and treachery. To be honest, I hoped a grouper ate the old charter. Wait, then it might end up here anyway. Dang it! Yep. That's the charter tube, all right. I guess you'd like to know what all the fuss is about, eh? Soggy lets out a long sigh as he uncaps the tube. Might as well get it over with. All right, and then Walking Dog. How did it go? I hope he didn't cause too much trouble. What the? This ain't the charter. It's a letter. In Ares' handwriting? Okay, so let's do this. Give him a second to read the letter. We know the Misthopper wasn't hired to venture this far beyond the wall. We know it was supposed to be a routine job off the coast of Jade Forest. What should have been a week of easy fishing turned into a wild misadventure that ran us aground in the most dangerous place on the continent and nearly got us all killed, because you couldn't stop chasing your hunches. We just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for chasing fortune on the distant horizon. Thank you for dreaming. And most of all, thank you for bringing us along. Aww. We'll always be your crew, soggy, ship or no ship. We'd follow you anywhere. Aww, that's nice. Sincerely, all of us, even dog. Oh, that's gonna make me cry a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this next quest from Deck Boss Airy. Real-time strategy. Ha! Real-time strategy! Guess what Blizzard started with? I never thought I'd see the day, but for the first time since, well, ever, Master Angler Julien asked for some help with his lines. Apparently the sea is going crazy today, and he can't keep up. See if you can give him a hand. He's fishing just to the south of here. All you have to do for this one is come all the way over here, and this is Julien. Or Julien, I think is how you say it. Now, the best part about this is, you see all these. I love the fact there's a rubber ducky right there, right in the middle. Okay, so what will the sea bring us today? Deck Boss said you needed some help. Pick any of these fabulous rods and carefully tug the line. That should help set the hook into whatever's flailing about on the other end. So, all you have to do is take one of these and tug the line. Well, that's unusual. Take care of it, then tug another line when you can. Oh, yes. Okay, a Zhao spawn. Well, make sure it doesn't get on your head, everybody. He can do mind control. So tug that line. Whatever I got here is big. Keep up the good work on those lines while I land this baby. Okay. Then just hit this one. What in Mazu's name? Yeah. I think we got one more rod, and then there we go. And we woke up Mommy. That's not good. What the? And there she is, right off in the distance. That's Zhao. Leviathan! We gotta warn the others! Ah! Okay, so we need to fly back and let the deck boss know that, well, we've unearthed a Cthulian horror. So let's go ahead and do this. What happened out there? I heard a scream, and the next thing I know, these nasty things come rolling in on the next wave. Okay, so Captain Soggy, the Mariner's Revenge. I'm not gonna sit in the damn rocking chair while my crew gets devoured by a Leviathan. Come on, let's get to the dock and launch a dinghy. I got a special one set up for just this kind of situation. My own little Misthopper Jr. We'll give that thing a case of harpoon fever. Okay, so all you gotta do is, I think the dinghy's over here. And this is just a little event. Yep, here it is. So get on with Captain Soggy, and we just have to harpoon the crap out of this. So boom, 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 boom. Just got to hit him 20 times in the designated areas. It has to be these targeted areas. Otherwise, it don't work. There we go. So we've hit him on the starboard side. He's bleeding. Now we got to hit him 20 times on the stern. There we go, all 20. Keep it up. That's some first-rate harpoonery. Thank you. I'm not very good with weapons, but usually I just punch things, they fall down and they die, but this works. There we go. Looks like he sprung a leak. Oh, look at all the blood and oil everywhere. Okay, now we just gotta hit him right between the eyes, on the bow. Not too hard, as you can see. I can just spam it. There we go. Nice shooting! And the Mariner's Revenge has happened. Yay! Mazu, guide my arm! Yeah! That's a lot of teeth. Ha ha! What do you think of that, you old squid? That's right! Back to the depths with you! Okay, so he's gonna leave now. Alright, let's get back to the shore. Agreed. Get us back to shore, Soggy. There we go. You just gotta transition back and talk to Soggy. Nice shooting out there. I knew we could do it. Never met anything that can't be killed with enough harpoons. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this. This is a 450, so that's already an improvement. Okay, first of all, where are my new ones? I think I was given legs from this one. Can't remember. Well, I know the shoulders were new, so we'll go ahead and put those on. Some snazzy new shoulders. That's not an upgrade. No, I'm not sure which one it was, but that's okay. So that does not give us like a deck boss. We have one additional quest. So deck boss area. Mazu's Bounty. That was some amazing work for you and the captain did out there, Drakfu. It's an honor to have you on the crew. Oh, and Julien survived. He swam ashore just after you started letting the harpoons fly. He was raving about some kind of gigantic egg or something that washed in with Zhao. Go check up on him, would you? He's probably hauled it in out of the water by now. Okay, so we need to check in on the egg that he got. Oh, great, a squid egg. This is gonna end well. Okay, so let's talk to him. Oh no, it's actually it's a Paragon. Master's Bounty. Hey there. Oh, I'm fine. I just have some worse spills than after that night at the chum bucket. Ha, chum bucket. But would you look at this thing? I spotted it peeking out of the sea floor when I went under. Zhao must have dredged it up while he was thrashing around. Not really sure what to do with it, but it looks valuable. Seeing as you pretty much saved all our hides, I think we owe you this catch. There you go, and you get Karaz the Locust. So do you want to just, I don't know, roll it away or something? I think this has an event where it actually does hatch. Wait, is it moving? Yes, it does. So we're gonna waken Karaz the Locust.
Tremble, fools, the locust has awakened.
Oh, nasty. You okay up there?
The locust is fine. Get off me, insolent crabs. The Klaxi beckon.
So this is another way to get a Paragon. Well then. I'm guessing you know something about what just happened. I'm not going to ask. Yeah, probably best that you don't. Actually, forget it. I don't want to know. I'm going back to my lines. Yeah, probably best for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back to Klaxivest, just in case Karaz has additional quests to unlock him. So, quick magic cut while we fly back to Klaxivest. Okay, we are back in Klaxivest, so let's check in with Karaz the Locust. I'm trying to remember where he is. Let's see, that's Rakal. There he is. So this is Karaz the Locust.
I have heard of your heroism, Locust. They say your raids on Mogu labor camps and farmlands delayed the completion of the wall by decades.
Okay, so you can actually talk to him.
I cannot argue with your results, but how can a proud warrior of the swarm make his name chasing down fleeing peasants and farmhands? The Klaxi said they needed someone to continue punishing fools in a future generation. I told him, I'm your Mantid. Easily. You don't have to leap as far between kills.
Okay, so he does have an augmentation. Unfortunately, we don't know what it is. So we'll have to mess around with these just to see which one he steps in. And it is this second one. So Karaz allows you to jump a second time once every 5 seconds. In addition, killing an enemy which yields experience will trigger Speed King for 60 seconds. So that basically is a speed buff. I like that a lot more. So we'll probably keep that for Karaz. Okay, and unfortunately, that's actually going to do it for today. So when we get back, we're going to head over to the Brew Garden, which I have a feeling is going to have the last Paragon that we need. And then, unfortunately, the grind begins for me so that we can get the final quest line in the Dread Waste. But till then, we'll see you guys on Wednesday.